That was a thriller for the short film I shot a month ago, without a crew, without a budget, only one other person besides myself, and entirely in my apartment. This is how we made it possible, and how you can do it too. Because of the situation, you had to write the story around what you had at the time. In my case, there should only be one character, and the whole story should take place in the house. This makes it really hard to write a suspense thriller kind of script. So I tried my best to learn a couple of things about screenwriting from a book called Save the Cat, and after 10 days, it was done. By using shot deck and Milanote, I made a shot list with tons of references from my favorite horror thriller films. Then we start to make a storyboard to have a better vision of what we're going to do. The storyboards are a powerful way to visually organize the composition, action, and look of the film before you start bringing it to life. Our set design consisted of some posters, picture frames, a fake criminal file, and mugshot. One of the most important functions of set design is to communicate where the action is taking place. I wanted something colorful for the custom design, because most of the film was in low light and darkroom, so with something like a red or orange you can separate the subject from the background. The second version of our character is also wearing a white hospital suit, but it should be covered in blood. So the fastest and easiest recipe for fake blood is red food coloring, yellow food coloring, sugar powder, and cocoa powder. They even use the same thing in the high-end Hollywood features. In case of gear, I shot mostly on A7 IV and a couple of shots with FX30. All the scenes in the film take place at night. Most of the shots are dark and not a lot of light is available, so I used fast prime lenses, 24 1.4 and 50 1.8. I shot the whole thing handheld with maybe 1 or 2 gimbal shots. The camera movements in this genre of films are primarily slow push-ins to build tension and fast pans to create jump scares. For slow push-ins, gimbals are the best. Lighting was the hardest part because there was no window in the room and there were many white balls, which is the worst since white balls act as a reflector and bounce the light all over the place. So I used FORZA 60 with a softbox and a grid on a C-stand, so I would be able to make a use of the small form factor of the FORZA. Top lighting is very common and suitable for suspense thriller films. And because the room was very small, it was the best method for ensuring that light would not be visible in the frame. For all the bathroom shots, I used NANLITE 6C tubes as a practical and the main light source. And by adding haze, we created a nice atmosphere in this dull room and even increased the exposure a little bit. Audio is everything in this kind of film. Horror movies show how efficient sound can be at provoking emotions. One can hardly imagine a horror movie without a sound. These sounds are created based on human psychology of fear and anxiety. We perceive some sounds as scary because we naturally associate them with danger. That's why sound design can make or break your film. Every single sound on the film was added in post. That's why Artlist is a huge part of this project. All music and sound effects used in the trailer and the short film are from Artlist. Even all of the outdoor scenes of the film were taken from their stock library. Because you can download the videos in RAW and LOG, you can perfectly fit them into your project. You can also get 2 months free with your Artlist subscription by using the link down below. For color grading, I used the Answer plugin to create a filmic look with blowing highlights, halation, and grains. I also reduced the exposure of 90% of the shots by half a stop, because I shot them slightly overexposed to get cleaner shadows. For better separation between the two versions of our character, I shifted all the colors of the visionary version to warm and all the colors of the real version to cyan and blue. The reason I made this video is not because I think the film is perfect, but actually because I think the exact opposite. Just wanted to show you that you don't need to wait for everything to be perfect before you begin doing what you want to do. Consider it as a practice. I learned a lot from this experience and I'm confident that if I had to shoot something similar again, I would be a lot better. As long as you learn something, it's not a failure. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. That would be a huge help to the channel.